Hi everyone, for today's lesson we are going to be practicing our skills on parallel and perpendicular lines as well as conditional statements. So hopefully you watched the introduction to proofs and parallel and perpendicular lines along with conditional statements vocab video lesson, because we are going to be taking this information to the next level. So you need to watch this video lesson before we get going with this with our examples. So in example number 1, it says, name all of the lines that are parallel to line AB in the diagram. So in order for two lines to be considered parallel, one of the conditions that it has is that they have to be coplanar lines, which means that they are lines that lie inside of the same exact plane. So let's go ahead and look at where line AB is located. As always for this class, I always recommend that you have colors so that you can identify and look at key pieces of information. So we're just going to pretend as if these segments are indeed lines, and here is where AB is. We want all lines that are parallel to AB. So what I see is that line AB is parallel to line EF because they lie in the same exact plane right here on the side. So I'm going to say line EF. Line AB is also parallel to line CD. They lie in the same plane, and therefore they are parallel to each other. So this is line CD. Line AB does not lie in any other plane than the ones that we see here. Next, we want to name all of the lines that are perpendicular to line DH. Remember that perpendicular, what that means. So if we're looking at where DH is, so here is D going all the way down to H. It's everything that forms a 90-degree angle. So it has to actually intersect this line. So looking at what intersects DH, I see that GH, if I know that it's kind of like a weird perspective, but technically they would intersect at a right angle. So that is going to be GH. On the other side, we have EH. It would intersect at a right angle. So line EH. Up here, we have CD, once again, would intersect at a right angle. So CD. And finally, we have AD. AD would intersect at a right angle up at the very top. So AD. Remember, you're always looking for intersections where they intersect at a right angle. That's what we're looking for. Where would they intersect at a right angle? And this is considered a cube where all sides are squares. And we know that all squares intersect at right angles. It has 4 right angles in it. In example number 2, it says, use the definition of the following terms to write a conditional statement in if-then form, where we are going to underline the hypothesis and circle the conclusion. So let's go ahead and write if-then statements about perpendicular lines. There's going to be a lot of ways that you can write statements about these topics. So here is just one example. If two lines are perpendicular, then they intersect at a 90-degree angle. We're going to underline the hypothesis. Remember that the hypothesis is the statement that comes after if. So we're looking for a statement that comes after if. Do not include if.